What is up? What is up, boxing fans, FightHype family from around the world? We are here once again from the high-tech headquarters, the Las Vegas base, here for FightHype Live. And we got Claressa Shields. We got the best female fighter in boxing. There's no argument otherwise. I always thought she was the best fighter in female boxing. But with Katie Taylor's recent loss, there's no dispute that Claressa Shields is the best fighter, pound for pound, in women's boxing, and she's in the ring in her hometown of Detroit. Got the Detroit shades on, the Royce the 5'9", Detroit shades on, and what are they, the Cartiers? I think people in the chat have let me know they're the Cartiers. So, but Claressa Shields, the undisputed middleweight champion, in the ring, fighting Maricela Cornejo, late replacement, who we interviewed here on the channel about a week ago when she got the gig to fight for the undisputed titles tonight. So here we are for a live round by round of Claressa Shields against Maricela Cornejo, and it's just nice to be joined with everyone on a Saturday night. We definitely did this kind of spur of the moment. Usually we start the card off during a co-main event or something, but hey, we decided to start hot, to just do it hot as soon as the main event starts, and here we are. So both fighters in the ring now. Maricela Cornejo, a huge underdog tonight against the best fighter in the world, Claressa Shields. I'm expecting a lot of hand speed and a lot of combinations, and I'm expecting Cornejo to struggle a lot defensively in this fight because Claressa Shields... who's this singing? Who's this singing in the ring? Is this Boys the Men? Who is this? Hold on. It's the Four Tops. Oh, beautiful. Claressa Shields with the Four Tops singing right now in Detroit. The Four Tops, I think they came out with Ain't No. Did they do Ain't No Woman? Like the one I got? Was that the Four Tops? 313 in the house. What's up, Slick Av Honcho? Slick Av, man, you're our first guy in the chat. Detroit in the house. Let me know, what are those Detroit shades? Are those Cartiers? What's the Royce the 5'9", Eminem in his prime, Alicia Baumgartner, Tony Harrison, Claressa Shields? What are those called? The Buffs, right? The Buffs. That's what they're called, right? So, yes, sir, the Little Ceasars Arena. So at first I was going to make a joke that the best fight this arena has ever hosted was Ron Artest against Detroit Piston fans, but that was in the Palace of Auburn Hills. This is where the Red Wings play. This is actually in Detroit proper, I believe, whereas where the Pistons play is a little bit more in the suburbs of Detroit, Palace of Auburn Hills in Auburn, Michigan. But Claressa Shields got the Four Tops, Cartiers, that's right, a.k.a. Buffs, right? So appreciate you helping me with that. The Four Tops, that's who's singing right now, the national anthem. I'm trying to remember the Four Tops. They got some great songs. Baby, I Need Your Lovin' was in the Bronx Tale. You know, baby, I need your lovin'. Got to have all your lovin'. Right, they made that. And they made Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got. They made that too. So that's the Four Tops holding it down for Claressa Shields. I'm trying to see what else. They got any other hits? They didn't do And the Beat Goes On. That was the Whispers. They were on Motown. Okay, so anyways, Detroit is rocking Rock City tonight. You got Four Tops holding it down with the national anthem. You got Claressa Shields. You got Alicia Baumgartner. In my opinion, the number 2 or 3 fighter pound for pound in female boxing. And Shields is number 1. And the Four Tops are giving her a lot of love. The Four Tops with the Detroit Pistons, Detroit Red Wings jerseys. Andre Durrell is in the ring with Claressa Shields. I see Kathy Duva in the ring, I believe. Is that Kathy Duva? But a lot of Detroit royalty is in the house tonight. No Floyd Mayweather, no James Toney, so not all the Detroit luminaries, but lots of Detroit royalty in the house for Claressa Shields. Wouldn't be surprised if some former Pistons players like Ben Wallace. I know Ben Wallace, who won that title for the Pistons, is a big fan of Claressa. So, ring introductions wrapping up right now. Claressa Shields got the blue dye in her hair, green top on. Trying to get a look at her trunks. Looks like she's wearing green and gold trunks tonight. Yep, gold and green trunks. Maricela Cornejo, who, in a lot of people's eyes, a very attractive woman, takes her boxing career so seriously, does Maricela Cornejo. She actually had breast reduction done. Shout out to her for that, because, that's her choosing her passion, her career over her vanity. And you know, she really put her boobs where her mouth is, I guess. You know, money where your mouth is. She put her boobs on the line, and no, but all jokes aside, credit to her for, you know, sacrificing a part of her physical beauty in hopes of pulling something off that nobody besides herself thinks she can do, trying to win a fight like this and become champion. Maricela Cornejo training under Ishmael Salas out here in Vegas, one of the best trainers in boxing. And she's a tall girl. She's almost 6 feet tall. She's fought as high as middleweight and maybe even super middleweight. I'd have to box rec it again, but I believe she's fought at super middleweight against the current undisputed super middleweight champion, Franchon Cruz de Zern. They fought twice. First fight was pretty close, but she's actually been training to fight at 154. She was getting all the way down to 154. She gets the phone call for tonight's assignment. You can't pass up an opportunity to fight for the undisputed titles. So she's a huge underdog tonight, but she does have physical size on her, you know, going for her. She's just as big as Claressa Shields. She is a strong, big middleweight, but she's at a big disadvantage in terms of athleticism and hand speed and talent, you know. But I did get to see Mari spar before getting ready for this fight, and she looked improved under Ishmael Salas, you know, working with him. You know, not nearly enough improvement to make up the gap against the best of the best, but Cornejo is a tough Mexican girl, and I'm sure she'll give a tough account of herself, even if she's well outmatched, you know, well out of her league. I think she'll be very game tonight, and she's in very good shape, physical shape. So Cornejo getting her introduction now. I got some people I want to say, what's up, Raphael32? Great to see you, my man. Always great to see Raphael in the chat. What up, Sean? Says Trey 5. What's up, Trey 5? I'm reminded of our quarterback for the Niners, Trey Lance. He wears number 5. So shout out to you, Trey 5. I'm hoping our Trey 5 does his thing. Yes, you Vulture. They are called buffs. Well, thank you, Wreak Havoc. Thank you. I guess you're a vulture for being on the internet. But no, I don't mind that. You looking like an older Michael Kelso. What's up, Jairo Galvez? I appreciate. I heard the Kelso a lot growing up, so definitely cool with that. We got a little racial animus in the chat. It wouldn't be a boxing live chat without some of that. Tirhan says Shields will turn Cornejo into a burrito. LOL. Well, there you go. You know, it wouldn't be official. It wouldn't officially be a fight night without some of that going on. But I think you're kidding. It's all just jokes. Van Davis, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you, man, in the chat. Michigan showing up for their champ tonight. Yes, they are, Trey 5. They showed up and supported for Claressa Shields. And Claressa Shields has gotten some mainstream success. She won an award at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. She's won Female Athlete of the Year, I believe, by ESPN, the ESPYs. So she's flirted with crossover success. Her accomplishments merit crossover success, but fighting, you know, in a niche sport in America, and being a female fight, it's tough enough for men to get over in America in boxing, let alone for a female who doesn't get knockouts. They are tougher to get in female boxing without 3-minute rounds and 12 rounds. I do think she'd have a few more stoppages from the sheer amount of time she hits her opponents. I think she would have a few more stoppages if they were 3-minute rounds. But, you know, I think Claressa, her talent and her accomplishments and her personality, too, she's a good interview. I think they merit her being the Serena Williams of boxing. Ronda Rousey, you know, women that really had that real crossover success became a household name, and that just hasn't quite happened yet for Claressa Shields. But it's not because of merit. I think she's worthy of it in terms of talent and accomplishments, and also personality. Whether you like her or not, I personally like her. I've seen her grow as a woman, as an adult, since she first became a pro, winning the gold medal. She's a more down to earth person now than she was, you know, as a younger fighter. So, but she talks her shit, and some people don't like that. But she always backs it up, and that tends to win people over the long run. So here we go, both fighters in the ring, and it's about time for round one. Here we go. Here we go, round one. And Maricela Cornejo stepping over to her right and shooting her jab to start. Cornejo, the Mexican-American fighter, maybe some would think is going to try and get inside and bang with Shields, but here in round one, she's staying on the outside. Shields, short with a big overhand left. Now she lets her little right hand go and finishes up with a left hook, and that was a short little inside hook that landed on Cornejo. But now Cornejo jabs with Shields. They trade double jabs, and Cornejo landing her jab on Claressa Shields. Another 2 jabs by Cornejo, landing the second jab. Claressa trying to counter and step inside of that jab with a hard body shot. Good exchange there. Shields short with the jab, stepping to Cornejo. Cornejo stepping over to her left. They trade jabs again. Cornejo in the first minute jabbing well with Shields. Shields trying to time the jab and step in with a hook again, touching Cornejo that time. They trade jabs again, and early on in the first minute, Cornejo is holding her own in the jab with Shields. Oh, they exchanged, and Cornejo lands a jab and lands her 1-2 a little bit, not full steam, but Shields quick on the counter, overhand right. Buzzing Cornejo a little bit, getting her attention a little bit with that overhand right. Now Shields shoots another overhand right off the jab, but misses. Cornejo sticks in a nice jab, and Shields misses over the top with that right hand. Now Shields steps in with 3 hard jabs, lands 2 of them. Cornejo blinking her eyes after that double jab. Cornejo coming back with a double jab. Shields trying to counter with 2 body shots, and now they fall into the clinch. Shields working the body a little bit. Cornejo's nose just a little bit reddened by one of those right hands earlier. Now Shields steps in with a double jab, shoots that overhand right again, not throwing it straight down the pipe. She's looping it over the top a little bit. Here in the first round, Cornejo tries a double jab. Shields catches the jab and lands her own jab. Good job parrying and coming back with her own jab there. Shields a little more comfortable throwing her punches with meaner intentions in round one. And that'll do it. Not a bad first round for Maricela Cornejo. She boxed well with the champ, landed her jab at times, but Shields was the aggressor, had more of a purpose behind her offense, was missing that overhand right, but did land a couple of short left hooks, not quite on the money, but touched Cornejo with them. Good first round, but Shields' round. 10-9 Claressa Shields. 10-9 Claressa Shields. Carlos S. says, you look like Kelso from 70 Show. Appreciate it, man. My stream's behind. You're going too fast. I'm sorry, Wreak Havoc. I got to call the action as it comes. Especially in these 2-minute rounds where, we're going. So, in between rounds now, John David Jackson, former world champion, so underrated, in the corner of Claressa Shields. And we get ready for round 2. Here we go in the second round now. And Cornejo starting again with that double jab. Shields coming back with her own jab. Shields trying to walk her into a right hand, but Cornejo getting her head off the line and jabbing well to start this second round. Shields, little bit of head movement, gets her head off the line, slips 2 jabs by Cornejo, gets her upper body movement. Now Shields throws a jab to the body and evades 3 or 4 shots from Cornejo up top. Good head movement by Claressa Shields. Shields short with the jab, trying to measure with that lead hand. Straight right hand lands for Claressa Shields. That knocked Cornejo's chin up. Good straight right hand there by Shields, measuring. Now Shields lets it go. Another straight right hand off the jab that touches Cornejo. Shields coming over the top of Cornejo's jab with an overhand right and then beats her body with 2 hard body shots. Left hook, right hook to the body. Shields throwing punches with bad intention. She backs out of the jab, backs straight up, gets away from that jab. Now she resets her position. 2 jabs, lands that first jab, but misses that wild overhand right. Misses the straight right hand down the pipe. Trying to throw that right hand and take Cornejo's head off. She lands the right hand. Lands a short left hook as Cornejo opening up wide, trying to respond to those right hands, and her punches are too wide. Left hook lands for Shields and knocks Cornejo's head straight up. Man, Cornejo must have seen the top of the lights above the ring from that left hook. Knocked her head straight up into the sky. Good left hook there by Claressa Shields. The shorter, more compact straight right hand lands for Shields off a double jab. Shields is landing hard, head-snapping power shots now in round 2. Right hand lands for Shields. She timed Cornejo in between her punches. Cornejo feeling these shots. Shields is thinking knockout. Shields dips her head to the left and comes back with a left hook. Shields getting a little sloppy with some of these overhand rights with 15 seconds left. Shields stepping in with a left hook. Cornejo keeping her hand up to block it, but these shots are physically moving her. Double jab, backs Cornejo up. Last 10 seconds, Shields taking a little bit of a deep breath. Good head movement by Claressa Shields. dropping her hands at her side, finishes the round with a double jab right hand. And Cornejo reacting to that power a little bit. Big round for Claressa Shields. Head snap and power shots that round for Claressa Shields. Knocked her head up with a couple of straight right hands and a nasty left hook midway through the round too. Did a good job timing Cornejo, knowing she opens up wide, and timing her in between her widely thrown punches with sharp, fast head snap and power shots from Claressa Shields. Good stuff. Ryan Ramos, who's winning 20-18 Claressa Shields. And she may get a knockout tonight if she keeps landing, power shots like this. These are head snappers. And Cornejo's face is already reddened a little bit. And there's just a big gap in hand speed and athleticism here. Cornejo has gotten better under Ismael Salas. She hugs Ismael Salas, actually, right before getting off her stool. All right, round 3. Here we go from Detroit. Undisputed middleweight championship. Cornejo, solid first round, got beat up in round 2. Cornejo still using her jab, double jab, but Shields good with the parry. Knows how to parry with that right glove and shoot and counter off of it. Shields stepping in with a 1-2, a little short. Shields measuring with her jab, trying to freeze Cornejo with the lead hand. Cornejo stepping over to her left, getting away from the 2 or 3 jabs by Shields, stepping out in the outside. Cornejo trying to be smart, steps over to her right, shoots her jab, gets it parried by Shields. Shields so good at parrying the jab with that right glove. Cornejo stepping over to her right, steps over to her left, doesn't just want to walk into the fire. Shields trying to step in behind a right hand off her jab, falls short. Cornejo using her distance, staying on the outside. Good right hand lands from Cornejo at long range. Shields coming back with her own shot. Cornejo steps in with her own right hand and gets tagged with 2 or 3 quick, sharp up the line, up the center counter shots by Shields, and that's why Cornejo was lounging on the outside, not taking too many chances. She knows anytime she takes a chance, she's going to get caught. Cornejo stepping over to her left, measures with a jab, comes with over the top with a right hand. Shields a little sloppy with her counter punching attempt there. Little sloppy on her form, didn't land. Double jab, right hand, falls short for Shields. Cornejo making her fall short a little bit, fighting tall. Oh, a nice sneaky uppercut just off by Cornejo. Tried to sneak in that right uppercut on Shields, just missed it. Nice attempt there by... Oh, overhand right lands for Shields. Backs Cornejo into the corner, but that shot not as well thrown by Shields. Over the top, Cornejo took it well. 20 seconds left. This is another Shields round. Another good jab lands for Shields. She comes in, tries to throw that right hand off a double jab again, but the right hand not as accurate this round. Now a straight right hand gets in through his center. Shields throwing punches in combination. One of her biggest strengths, one of the best combination punchers, and that allowed her to land that right hand there near the end of this 3rd round. Didn't land the first jab, didn't land the second right hand behind it, didn't land the jab, but then that 4th punch, that second right hand, got in, and that's what combination punching will do for you. So 3-zip Claressa Shields. Yep. 3-0 Claressa Shields. Her form, what's up Corey Williams? Her form got a little sloppy there in round 3. She was sharper in round 2 with those real head-snapping, clean left hooks and right hands. Cornejo being a little more conservative to start that 3rd round made Shields reach with some of her punches. So she got a little sloppy in spots there, but she still won the round. 3-zip Claressa Shields. This all will seem mostly insignificant within 2 years' time. 2 words, Shadeja Green. Milton Doby, you are so right, man. That's going to be a real fight for her. I agree with you. Shadeja Green is a real fight for Shields. That's competition. That's competition for the champ. I agree. So, all right, here we are, round 4. Cornejo, to her credit, not getting away from her jab, staying disciplined despite getting hit with some big shots in this fight, keeping doubling, tripling up her jab, but Shields... good upper body flexibility, and when she's not using the head movement to get out of the way of shots, she's good at parrying with that right glove, parrying the jab. Shields dropping that lead hand down to her waist, trying to set something up. Nice left hook to the body by Shields off the head movement, snapping her waist out of the line of fire, and then coming back with the hook to the body. Shields trying to reach down to the body, and they fall into the clinch here. Now the referee breaks them apart. 1st minute of round 4. Cornejo trying to be patient, gets her jab counter, tried to step in with 2 jabs, and Shields counters over the top with the right hand. Shields short with her jab in the center of the ring. Got that lead hand low by her waist. She's short with the right hand. Double, triple jab. Lets the right hand go, misses it, but then throws another 1-2 after it and lands the right hand that time. She bats down the jab of Cornejo in the center of the ring and tags her with her own jab. That's the catch and shoot with the jab. You catch the other fighter's jab and shoot your own off at the same time. Shields doing that very well against Cornejo as the fight has went on. Cornejo steps in with a right hand, falls short. Shields making faces at her, shimmying her shoulders, dropping both hands at her waist, inviting punches. Feels confident with her head movement. Now Shields comes off the ropes with both hands down, shoots a straight right hand. Oh, they trade right hands, and Shields lands that straight right hand right on the chin of Cornejo. Cornejo taking these shots better than she did earlier. Cornejo's trying to stay on the outside, fighting a little conservative with Shields. 10 seconds left in this round. Shields about to go up 4-0. Cornejo staying on the outside, using her legs. Shields comes over the top with a sloppy right hand. Comes over the top with the wing. The way Clarissa's throwing a lot of these right hands, she's kind of trying to do the overhand like Marcos Maidana did when he would fight Broner and Floyd. Although he threw it more awkward, like a real chopping downwards kind of punch. But she's not throwing a lot of these right hands down the pipe. She is at times in landing that shot, the straight right hand. But a lot of times she's falling short and flailing with this double jab and then trying to come over the top with that overhand right. And it's falling short at times. She's landing the straight right hand more than the overhand right. But I know she's launching the punch like that because she's trying to generate extra power on it because she's not a natural power puncher. So you try to kind of exaggerate the form, really sit down on it, put your whole ass into it and come down with it and try to generate some power that isn't naturally there. You know, guys like Tim Bradley used to throw that kind of right hand in hopes of generating power on the shot. So here we go in round 5. Shields up 4-0. We got almost 700 people in the chat, which is a kind of a surprisingly good thing. So we appreciate it. Shields now in the high guard to start round 5 after fighting with her hands at her waist, catching shots out of the high guard, trying to counter off the high guard, falling short with the counter. Cornejo coming with a straight right hand, and Shields with those gloves picked up this round, catching everything. Double jab lands for Shields, but short with the right hand. Cornejo not staying. Now a 1-2 down the pipe lands for Shields. Cornejo near the ropes, covers her hands up, and she's forced to just eat the combination punching of Claressa Shields. No real defense for the hand speed of Shields, able to put 5, 6, 7 shots together. Shields winging that overhand right, jackhammer right hand, missing it. Might want to clean up the form on it a little bit, trying to take Cornejo's head off. But she's in firm control of this fight, showing different looks. Oh, nice sharp jab out of the high guard by Claressa Shields. Beautiful jab there. That's one of her best shots. She's got a great jab to Shields. Great hand speed and combination punching. Can get a little wild with her form at times in trying to hurt her opponent. Nice jab by Shields again. That up jab. Shields now landing the up jab from the hip. Now Shields with a beautiful 1-2-3. Landing the jab. Cornejo getting her head off the line from the right hand, but that left hook getting in on the 1-2-3 by Shields. Shields double jab, straight right hand lands and knocks Cornejo into the ropes. Another straight right hand, and Cornejo's legs give out a little bit from that last straight right hand. Another right hand lands for Shields, and she follows up with her lead hand after that, starting to batter Cornejo around the ring. Cornejo keeping away. 20 seconds left in the round, and a couple of sharp right hands have landed for Shields. Nice jab lands for Shields. Cornejo not willing to exchange in the pocket too much as this fight goes along. 10 seconds left. Shields short with the right hand. Oh, straight right hand lands for Shields off the jab with Cornejo near the ropes. Cornejo stepping over to her left, fighting very defensively, having eaten some of those right hands by Shields, and one of those right hands did get a reaction from her legs in round 5. 5 rounds to zip, 50-45. Claressa Shields, the best fighter in women's boxing, doing her thing as expected. She's a transgender. All these people in the chat are calling Shields a man. Yeah, nah, she doesn't look like a man at all. She's in good shape, but that's all woman, man. Claressa Shields, all woman. I think she's clean as a whistle too. I don't think she's one of these female athletes that's juiced. She doesn't have no manly neck or jawline from HGH use or anything like that. So I gotta call red flags on trying to do Claressa like that, man. She's all woman. Best female fighter in the game. I'm not simping. I'm not kissing ass, white knighting. I'm giving the woman her due. She's the best. Up 5 rounds to nothing, heading into round 6. Here we go. Oh, and a sharp jab lands for Shields. Right hand blocked by Cornejo to start round 6. Cornejo, now she steps in, but that hand speed difference and the compactness and the sharpness of Shields' shots make her unwilling to take a lot of chances. So right hand catches Cornejo right there in between her shots, trying to open up with a long left hook off a 1-2, and Shields sniped with a sharp right hand in between her punches. Cornejo feinting down low, picks her hands back up. Shields short with the jab. Shields been the aggressor most of this fight. Practically all of it. Shields short with the jab. Cornejo being an intelligent fighter, holding her own, not winning any of these rounds, but being a competent, tough pro in there. Knows how to take care of herself in there, knows how to defend herself. So she's not taking a brutal beating, but she's losing every round, and her head's been knocked up by some hard straight right hands by Shields, some left hooks too. Slow first minute of this 6th round. Shields measuring, trying to set something up with power. Not letting the cut. Now she shoots a right hand to the body off the jab, but Cornejo is keeping her distance. She's not trying to exchange in the pocket, and that's making Shields fall short at times with her power shots. Shields short with the jab. Straight right hand off the up jab. Beautiful shot there by Claressa Shields, because she's throwing that up jab and then anchoring the straight right hand right behind it. Beautiful ability to step in with feet and hands at the same time. That's athleticism and coordination there by Shields. Shields over the top with that overhand right that time. Cornejo rolling with the shot. Now Cornejo pinned on the ropes, picks her gloves up, but eats the 4 or 5 punch quick combination by Claressa Shields. Up on the ropes again, eats a 3-punch combination by Shields. Cornejo getting the gloves up to where they're not landing flush, but they are splitting the guard, coming 3 or 4 at a time. Shields with good head movement and flexibility up top this round. Closing round 7, in control. They exchange right hands. Shields a little sloppy with that right hand. And that's it for round 6. 6 rounds to nothing for Claressa Shields. 60-54. Biased commentator says Elijah Boy. I don't know, Elijah Boy. There are no punches for me. If Cornejo lands something in round 1, when Cornejo was jabbing well and matching the jab of Shields, I called that round close. That was a very close competitive round. But after round 1, it's been all Claressa Shields. There is no other way to call this fight, brother. Van Davis, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Van Davis with the super chat asking Layla Ali or Claressa Shields for greatest woman boxer of all time. Van Davis, it's Claressa, and it's not particularly close. Claressa Shields is the greatest female boxer of all time, and there's no real argument to the contrary. Chantel Cameron's been undisputed. Katie Taylor's been undisputed. Jessica McCaskill's been undisputed. Amanda Serrano's been undisputed, but only one fighter has been undisputed in 3 weight classes, from 54 to 68, and that's Claressa Shields, on top of being undefeated, on top of the 2 gold medals. Layla Ali, I believe, was WBC champion, but she never unified, never fought Ann Wolfe, never, didn't get a chance to compete in the Olympics, started late in her life. Claressa fought since she was a little girl. There's no question in my mind Claressa Shields is greater than Layla Ali. There's no real argument to the contrary. And there's no doubt in my mind, and we're here in round 7, in the first minute of the round, Shields with good head movement, not landing her power shots just yet, stalking Cornejo on the front foot with her lead hand low at her waist. Now she shoots some combinations off, a little sloppy with the form, but those combinations landing, and she's going for a stoppage against Cornejo, who can't defend herself against the rapid-fire hand speed and combinations of Claressa Shields. Cornejo, a little buzzed, covering up, eating combinations in round 7. Still covering up defensively, lets go of a slow right hand, and Shields comes back with 3 or 4 shots, throwing them angry hood girl combinations. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. Good jab by Claressa Shields there. They wings a right hand, trying to take Cornejo's head off, just off with that right hand. Cornejo's starting to get to deep waters here and just wants to see the finish line. Left hook lands for Claressa Shields off a left uppercut to the body. Brought the left hook up top after throwing the uppercut to the body. Another short left hook lands for Shields in the center of the ring as Cornejo tried to work her way off the ropes. But Shields punching in between. So straight right hand lands for Claressa Shields. And that knocks the head up of Cornejo. Now a left hook lands for Shields. and Cornejo is buzzed. Claressa Shields with an overhand right landing on Cornejo. Another overhand right lands on Cornejo. Referee looking on. Shields misses the overhand right but lands the left hook. Overhand right gets smothered by Cornejo, who holds down the stretch of the 7th. Cornejo makes it out the 7th, but Shields was starting. The referee was beginning to look at the kind of punishment and the shots Cornejo was taking there. We got another super chat. Let me see here by my man Zekin. Thank you, Zekin, for the super chat. Says, respect to you for sticking up against these trolls, disrespects towards a great female fighter. Yeah, and it's not about white knighting, as they say, or virtue signaling, or being insincere and I'm gonna stand up for women because it's the right thing to do. No, she is a great fighter, and we should acknowledge that whether she has a dick or not. She's a great fighter, and she has the energy and the spirit of a great fighter. Her confidence, she backs it up. She fights the best. She went over to Savannah Marshall's backyard because she isn't getting the kind of crossover attention she probably deserves in America. So she went as a champion, like a challenger, fought a big country strong girl in Savannah Marshall, pieced her up. She's so dominant in boxing. She did a whole new sport in MMA. Whether you like her or not, this girl is the truth. She is a great champion. But I agree with my man Milton Doby earlier in the chat. Said Shadeja Green is a real fight. That's competition for Shields. That's that's probably the toughest fight out there for her, because Shadeja Green fights like a man. So that'd be a hell of a fight for Shields. Here we are in round 8. First 30 seconds, Shields with the lead hand low. She's shown a couple of different looks tonight. She's dropped both hands. She's picked both hands up. She's left the lead hand at her waist and thrown an up jab. She's done her thing tonight, as she always does. Round 8, though, not letting her hands go to start. Double jab off that up jab. You working the levels with it. Body in the head with the jab. Tries to counter the jab of Cornejo with a right hand left hook. But Cornejo has defensively been better tonight than she ever has in the past. Credit to Salas and to her training. She's fought a very one-sided but disciplined fight, where if she was less disciplined, she might have gotten herself stopped already. Minute left in the 8th. Shields short with the overhand right. Cornejo not trying to really win this fight at this juncture. Still competing. Not pulling a Karen Chukashan against Joran Ennis, but she's more or less trying to make the distance. Straight right hand lands for Shields partially. Overhand right. Cornejo rolls that shot. Straight right hand touching Cornejo. Shields just looking for that straight right hand. Lead left hand low. Super comfortable in the ring, not concerned at all about what's coming back, trusting her upper body movement and her defense. Hasn't really taken too many punches this fight. Nice little left hook lands for Shields. Shorter, more compact shots, landing in between the more wide shots of Cornejo. Left hook to the body lands for Shields as well. Cornejo circling out of the range, getting away from the jab, getting away from the 1-2, but then 1-2s back her into the corner and lands on Cornejo, bopping her head up a little bit. At times, Shields just lets go of, and I don't mean this to diss her, but of those amateur combinations that you throw in the Olympics. Just bing, 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 down the center. And when she gets a fighter on the ropes and does that, they just have no answer for it. They have to cover up, and some of them split the guard and rattle them around, and that's what she does. So 8 rounds to nothing, 8-zip. Claressa Shields, as expected. Pretty empty arena there in Detroit, but for the people that are there, they are enjoying the combination punching and the aggressiveness of Claressa Shields in this fight. Charles N., thank you, my brother, for the super chat. My man Charles N., I appreciate it. Charles N. is always rocking with us in the chat. He's one of the regulars for sure. So appreciate it, Charles N. Appreciate it, man. Green beats Shields, says Gerardo Morales. I want to see that fight, man. I want to see that fight. That's competition for Shields. No one else. The big fight out there for her was Marshall. That was competition because of her size and punching power. She disarmed that bomb. She already beat Cruz DeZern. She beat Hammer, beat Hannah Gabriels. All that's left is that Shadeja Green fight. All right, here we are in round 9. Shields a little off the mark with her power shots because fighting a fighter not trying to get knocked out at this point. And it always gets harder to land your power shots when a fighter, and to Cornejo's credit, a competent fighter, is fighting to survive. Shields loading up on that right hand, and she lands it on Cornejo, but Cornejo taking it well. timing Cornejo, waiting for has a good sixth sense for when Cornejo's about to launch her own shot, timed her with her own right hand there. And just good head movement by Claressa Shields. Very flexible off her upper body movement and can punch off of it. Oh, good head movement by Shields right there. Just good upper body movement by Shields. Good different stances by Shields. The top fighters can punch and defend at a different stances. They don't always hold their hands the same way throughout the whole fight. So she's done that. She's had the high guard. She's had the hands low. She's had the right hand up high and the left hand low. She's done it all. Straight right hand touching Cornejo. Cornejo again staying on the outside. Shields letting go of her punches in combination, and that gets in the right hand again. Shields timing an overhand right on Cornejo, but Cornejo taking it well. Sometimes Shields almost slapping with that shot when she throws the overhand. She could be a little inconsistent on her form with that right hand. But she has bad intentions on it. Shields backing her up with a double jab. Shields just staying on top of Cornejo in the ninth. And Cornejo not exchanging. Not trying to get caught with the shot she doesn't see coming. Knows she's one round away from making it the distance against the best fighter in the world. Cornejo covering up on the ropes. Catches some of the overhand rights on her gloves. And she makes it out of another round. Lets go of a softly thrown 1-2, and she gets countered with a left hook in between her punches like she has so many times in this fight, and that does it for round 9. We're on our way to another Claressa Shields 10-0 sweep. Buzz Cornejo at times. To when I'm watching Claressa, she could be a little inconsistent with her form on her right hand, and I think that's why at times she feels like she's got the girl going, she's smelling knockout, and then it fizzles out because I think she gets anxious. She hurts these girls. She hurts these girls early with sharp shots. And then I think she gets a little anxious. She gets a little reckless. These girls get a little more defensive because that hand speed is so blistering. Anytime they open up an exchange, they're catching something. And so it's a mixture of things, I think, why she's not getting knockouts and getting shutouts. I think these girls are getting more defensive early on in the fight. And she's getting anxious, wanting to land power shots, and that's making her reach and affect her form a little bit on her right hand at times. So here we go. Round 10. Shields on her way to a 10-0 shutout. Sharp jab. Shooting that jab right in on Cornejo. Out-jabbing her. Cornejo held her own in the first round with the jab, but since then, she can't keep up with the jab of Claressa Shields. Shields short with the jab. Let's see if Cornejo lets her hands go. She's stepping in like she's going to. She steps in with her jab, catches the counter left hook by Shields. Shields stepping in short with a 1-2. Cornejo using her height to step out of range at times. Cornejo feinting. They trade jabs. Shields gets her in, but Cornejo defensively responsible tonight, even though she's eaten a lot of shots. She's moved her head and caught shots too. Shields gets the right hand block, but then just touches with the left. Touches with a straight left to end it up. Shields backing Cornejo into the corner, falls short with the 1-2, but throws those straight up the line amateur combinations, and Cornejo makes her miss the first 2 or 3, but then the next 2 or 3 split the guard. Minute left in this fight. Cornejo, double jab, falling short, hasn't been able to find the range at all. Steps in with longer shots, and Shields knows to take that little half step in and lands a short left hook inside of the longer punches of Cornejo. 40 seconds left. Shields with dynamite head movement, just not getting hit. Wild overhand right off the double jab. Misses again with the overhand right, but it's Cornejo not engaging, stepping out of range, making it harder for Shields to land that right hand. If she had a fighter in front of her still trying to win every round, still trying to win by knockout, knowing she's behind on the cards, she might get that kind of knockout, but that's not to be against a fighter like Cornejo, staying on the outside, just trying to get to the distance. Double jab lands from Shields. That's the only shot she could reach with on the outside. Oh, nice dip down and a left hook to the body. Another dip down, left hook to the body in the final 10 seconds by Shields. Chases Cornejo into the corner, pelts her with some combination shots, and that'll do it. Maricela Cornejo makes the final bell, and it's all love between these two female fighters. Shields with another shutout, a dominant performance, 10-0. She'll remain the undisputed middleweight champion. She remains the best fighter in women's boxing. And we got to see that Shadasia Green fight. But she did that. I got another super chat I got to get to. And that's by Interesting Development. Said, good call, sir. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. And not bad, guys. We got about 1,000 people in here. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the commentary. And yeah, hit the like button if you enjoyed it. And surprisingly, for a last minute, fight in Detroit that we decided to call tonight, we had almost 1,000 people show up. So the hardcores, shout out to the hardcore boxing fans. You guys really showed up and showed out tonight. Good stuff. Gloglo13 said greens just don't have the skills. Yeah, I would favor Claressa to beat Shadeja too because the hand speed. The reason why I pick Claressa over any fighter in the world, she's blessed with this special hand speed. And even though she can get a little sloppy at times, that's usually once she's already in control of a fight, by the way. But she has this mixture of size. She's big and strong. And head movement. She's slick, hard to hit, athletic, strong, got good meat on her bones, not but athletic, and then very fast and a great combination puncher with a great jab. So pretty much just outside of great punching power, she's just a very, very complete fighter, and she's the best female boxer I've ever seen. Lucia Riker was really good back in the day, about 20 years ago. The $1 Million Baby, she was phenomenal. She was a great athletic talent, but career was cut short. Ann Wolfe, Katie Taylor, but I think Shields is the best, and her accomplishments speak to that. So I think she rubs some people the wrong way because she knows what she is, and shouts it from the mountaintops to everybody and anybody. But I think it's because she wants that Serena Williams shine and feels her talent that she deserves it, and it just hasn't happened. That's a very empty arena in Detroit, and in a way, I prefer her to be ultra confident, ultra ego, than opposed to getting down on herself like, damn, I'm really not that. It doesn't matter how many fights I win. I can't even pack my hometown. Like, they don't really love me like that. No, I'd rather her, know what she is, regardless of everyone else kind of lagging behind on it, on the world lagging behind. And, she knows she's the GOAT, and I agree with her. Here comes the scorecards. Here comes the scorecards. And that's it. Clean sweep for Claressa Shields on the cards. The big smile. Respectful embrace from Maricela Cornejo, whose stock goes up. Anytime she lost every single round, but tears in the eyes of Claressa Shields. Looks like she's thanking God to the heavens. That's always a good look. But anytime you go 10 rounds with the best fighter in the world, it's like the Floyd Mayweather thing. Even if he spanked that ass for 12 rounds and you didn't even land anything, you made it the distance with the best, so your stock goes up. But easy fight to score, easy fight to call, 100-90, Claressa Shields. Lots of respect by both fighters. Claressa Shields, she's very feisty and competitive. It's not hard for her to work herself up into animus against her opponent, but that never really happened with Cornejo. I think she was grateful that a marketable opponent stepped in at the last minute, so her whole event wasn't fucked. And I think she was grateful that Cornejo showed up game to keep the show so that the show could go on. And it's all love in there from the two fighters. It went exactly the way we thought it would. To quote Emmanuel Stewart, yeah, the fight went exactly the way I thought it would. So you guys remember that? Rest in peace to the great. Shout out to Emmanuel Stewart. It's only right that we talk about Emmanuel Stewart as Kronk is in the house, Detroit is in the house. Shout out Detroit. Tonight is yours. But remember, Emmanuel Stewart used to say, Boxiana Demenis said, you and Carson, how you doing, Boxiana? Good to have you in the chat. Look, the haircut is going to look so much better in like 10 days. It's going to grow out a little bit. It's going to fall nice and sexy. It's gonna look much better. But good to see you in the chat. And shout out to my brother Carson. Love him. Happy birthday to my man Carson. It was his birthday yesterday. I got to text him. I love you, big dog. But anyways, back to Emmanuel Stewart. You guys recall in the latter stages of The Great Emmanuel Stewart on HBO, no matter what happened in the fight, Emmanuel will go, yeah, and the fight's going exactly the way I thought it would, Jim. And I remember I once made a joke. I was like, yo, a UFO, an alien spacecraft could come into a Boxing After Dark card and come in and beam a green light and absorb one of the fighters up into the spaceship, and Emmanuel will be like, yeah, and that's exactly what I thought would happen around round 5. He would start landing a jab, and then the alien spacecraft would hover around and abduct one of the fighters. That's exactly what I thought would happen, Jim. So, yeah, that's just an Emmanuel joke I used to do. But chat, how we feeling? Are we good? Are we good for the night? Do I play a little Undisputed to sign us out? Do you guys want to maybe a little preview? Quick thoughts on Teofimo and Josh Taylor. What do we think, chat? How we want to end this thing? Lee Bruce said Emmanuel Stewart said Tyson Fury would be a dominant champion way before it was. He did. No, I mean Emmanuel was. Emmanuel, God bless him, man. He was like a boxing angel, you know. So God bless him. I wish I could have covered boxing the way back then, and I would have, if I was covering boxing back then the way I am now, I'd have definitely hit up Emmanuel and asked if I could stay a week at the Kronk gym, stay at a hotel, and Emmanuel, could I just be around the gym for a week and soak it up and learn. And so definitely. Raphael 32, thank you, brother, said thank you for the super chat. Jared Anderson fights next week here in Toledo. No, I don't think he does, Raphael 32. I think Teofimo and Taylor's next week, and Jared is July 1st, I think. I think Jared is July 1st in Toledo, Raphael 32. And he's fighting another opponent, with a good record, a stepping stone guy that isn't he's been Top Rank's been matching him with guys with solid records on paper, 22-1, 20-0, guys like that, and fighting another fighter of that caliber. And Jared Anderson's the best young heavyweight in the sport, but he's been a little defensively reckless as of late. Might do him some good to get hit with a good right hand. Fight a guy like Johnny Rice, who reminds him that shots are coming your way and they can hurt. It's not just one-way traffic. But definitely love Jared Anderson's prospects. Orange said, do I think we're getting Canelo versus David this year? Thank you for the super chat. It's starting to look like it, brother. It's starting to look like it. I didn't think so. I thought Canelo was going to rematch Bivol. But Bivol's team began to get tough at the negotiation tables, which you usually don't want to do with a big A side. Typically, even if the A side's pride, like De La Hoya with Shane Mosley, De La Hoya badly wanted that third fight with Shane, but once Shane said no, I want this and that at the negotiation table this third time around, Oscar left the table, and that's kind of what's happening right now with Canelo and Bivol. Is Canelo definitely wants the rematch. That was his first, desire. But once Bivol and his team started having their own demands, which is understandable, they won the first fight. But once they started having their own demands, that's kind of pumping the brakes. Vadim, Bivol's manager, is talking about fighting Beterbiev now and walking away from the Canelo fight. Eddie Reynoso met with Samson Lukovic, the guy who manages David Benavidez. So it's very possible that we see that fight. I think it's very possible. We'll see. I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50 whether it comes down to Bivol or Benavidez. I think we're about 50-50. Van Davis, thank you for the super chat. I am doing a round by round for Adrian Broner. I interviewed Adrian Broner yesterday. Appreciated Adrian's time. Appreciated Adrian. Fighters don't always like to talk about fights outside of their own, but Adrian was cool enough to give me a real breakdown on Spence and Crawford and Haney and Tank. So I was very appreciative for Adrian for being courteous enough to do that and not just hit me with the, hey, I'm here to talk about Bill Hutchinson and nothing else. So check out that interview if you guys haven't seen it already. And yeah, we'll close with some Undisputed. Raphael 32 said that Taylor wins. Teo is not competitive anymore. I highly disagree, brother. I highly disagree. I think that, the old phrase is styles make fights, right? And I think it's a good style matchup for Teofimo, man. Taylor, I got to do a film study on this week, but Taylor, he's tall and does have a good jab and does have good feet. But he doesn't fight tall. He doesn't use his height. He, at his temperament, is a tough, macho, ballsy Scotsman. And that's what's going to get him fucked up potentially against Teofimo. Is he's talking about, I'm going to knock him out, I'm going to stop him, but sorry guys, I'm trying to get a working controller here so we can play Undisputed. But when he talks about stopping Teo in 6 to 8 rounds, that could play right into the counterpuncher's hands. You might be better off using your height and fighting a more intelligent fight. Using the straight left hand, not stepping in, trying to bang with this guy who could walk you into a right hand. Is a more athletic than you, is faster than you. And look, like Teo had problems with Kambosos being in and out. He had problems with Sandor Martin and Masahiro Nakatani forcing him to fight on the outside and have to close distance. He's a short guy, Teofimo, with not long arms. But Taylor, he gives up his height. That's why Jack Catterall was killing him with the straight left hand at long range. Because even though he's a tall guy, he doesn't fight tall. I got to get a controller. I will be 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Yeah, he, I think it was Sky Sports, one of those British outlets recently showed Josh on the heavy bag. And if you watch his work on the heavy bag, he's got, like I said, he has a good jab, he has good feet. But he likes to step in, and he likes the hooks. He likes to step in, sweeping left hand to the body, sweeping left hand up top, right hook to the body, right hook up top. He likes to fight and throw combinations at that range, like the Prograis fight. He's going to have to be really disciplined like he was in moments against Ramirez. But Ramirez is a come forward style. Lopez is more of a counterpuncher. But if you look at that, I think it was Sky Sports. If you look at that, he's got his distance behind his jab, nice jab, but then all the offense, step in, hook to the body, hook to the head with both hands, and that I just don't think that's the range to go at with Teo. If he steps in, he's going to step in to a shot, and things could even be going well for him. He could be winning the fight, ahead 4 rounds to 2, 5 rounds to 2, 5 rounds to 3, and then he walks in one too many times. So we'll see. Maybe we should play with Josh Taylor, since we're talking about the man so much. Let's play with Josh Taylor. What are we doing, chat? Are we playing with Josh Taylor? Lee Bruce said Teo wins, and I'm British. Yeah, I got Teo stopping Taylor, man. That's no disrespect to Taylor. He deserves to be the favorite. He's the champion. But he's been making 140 pounds for a long time. He's had some injuries. He's been inactive lately. A lot of people thought he lost his last fight. He's 32. Teo is 25, a young, athletic, in his prime guy. And I think Taylor, push comes to shove, he really wishes he could make 147 these days at his height and his age. But he can't beat the best welterweights. And the money and the opportunities remained at 140 for him. So at 140 he stays. But I don't think he's a strong 140 there anymore. Raphael 32 said Teo's mental is not there. He just went through a divorce. Thank you for the super chat as always, Raphael. But he's from Brooklyn. We're always mentally screwed up. Like, every fighter from Brooklyn is talented and mentally screwed up. But they come up big some nights. They're inconsistent. Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson, Camacho, Zab Judah. Teofimo Lopez. These are all very talented guys who can on the biggest of nights show up and win, and on random nights lose to a George Kambosos or Carlos Valdemir or a Buster Douglas or Andrew Galata, you know. But when they're right, and they got the right kind of style matchup in front of them, they can get the goddamn job done. So I think it's a good style matchup for Tio. That just like the Lomachenko fight, he's fighting a southpaw that's aggressive. Because when Tio's allowed to keep his hands low and do his counter-punching athletic shit, that's when he's the shit. That's when he's doing his thing. When he has to cut distance, because I kept saying this after Sandor Martin, Floyd Mayweather, with the best shoulder roll there ever was, even when he decided it's time to fight on the front foot and cut distance against Judah, against McGregor, he picked his hands up. And that's what Tio doesn't do. He's not fundamentally sound. He tries to do all those special effects and tricks while cutting distance, and when it's time to cut distance, that's when it's time to get your Winky Right on and your Errol Spence on and pick them hands up a little bit. It's the fundamentals. But so anyways, here we are. We got Tyson was on decline. Tio is fully in decline, but Tio's not in a physical decline. It's all mental. Physically, his talent is fine. He's in his physical athletic prime. I might be wrong, man. He might, all the speculation about his mental, and he may just get worked over and beaten down by Josh Taylor, you know, maybe, you know, but I don't think so. Styles make fights sometimes, and I just think it's a good style matchup for Tio. I don't think aggressive southpaws are the kryptonite for Teofimo Lopez. I think a style more like Devin Haney is kryptonite for him. Man, I think this dude might have quit already. Because sometimes when they don't skip the intro, it means they already left the match. Damn, that looks like Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor? Josh Taylor? Did he quit? No, he didn't quit, chat. We got smoke. Let's go, chat. Now, Josh Taylor doesn't use his height, but I am. Oh, I forgot to put audio on. My bad, chat. After this round, I'll put some audio on. Ooh, good hook to the body by Ray. Ooh, good counter jab by Ray. Ooh, straight right. Ooh, I'm getting countered early. It's alright. We've never lost a fight here on FightHype Live. We're not going to start. Man, he is on his bike early, man. Come on, man. Don't give the chat this boring shit. Oh, try to counter him with the uppercut. We got a runner, folks. We got a runner. This man got Sugar Ray Robinson, and he doesn't want to engage against Josh Taylor. Come on, buddy. Pick the hands up. Let me change the hands. Counter body shot. There we go. Just off with the counter uppercut. Oh, straight right hand. I'm walking into shots because I got to chase him down a little bit early. Just touch his body. Let's start with that body a little bit. Yep. Counter straight left hand. We finished strong that round. All right, now let me see here. Let me get some audio going.
Every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Let's go. Yeah, he's definitely a runner.
Here's the bell to start round two.
We'll get him.
Say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's being hurt. He's going to come up, put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you.
I hate this
You've got to be
style,
ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire.
Not fun.
Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not clear.
We'll have to break him down,
be
chat.
Sharp.
Oh, shit.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what
Damn,
you're saying,
too
but
slow.
you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro.
You guys see this shamefulness from this man? Come on, man. We're on Fight Hype Live. You can't be fighting like a bitch like this. I mean, you can. We'll get to you. We'll get you. We're starting to touch that body a lot.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
He's trolling me on Fight Hype Live.
Both men step back for just a moment.
Good jab. Good jab. Got him. Shot my own jab and then countered him. Oh, good.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts.
Reaching. Can't reach. Can't
You've got to get in
reach.
there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher.
There it is. Break him down to that body.
Then react there.
We'll get him.
I know it's
We'll
hard
get
to
him,
do
chat.
that way, but counter
You can run, but he can't hide.
watching
Ooh, sweeping left hand up top. That's that Josh Taylor shot. There it is, chat. You see it. We're getting to him. Oh, we're getting to him.
Up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
We're getting to him, chat. Woo. We're getting to him, chat.
At this point, you gotta believe.
Yeah, this is undisputed. Yep.
Gonna need a knockout.
I'm gone next round. Reva fussball in your dreams, man.
Here we go.
He getting stopped.
Who's gonna land
Guaranteed.
the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to block it.
You getting stopped. See it?
Come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab.
This ain't the round.
Rest on the jab.
Nothing's happening to me.
Be
This is
smart.
the round where it gets away from him.
Then put the pressure on.
We're on his ass now.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster.
Ooh! Catch and shoot with the right hook up top. Oh, sweeping left hand up top.
And he misses with the
Man,
left
he
hook
is
up.
running. You don't want to fight. Oh, good counter jab. Reaching down low. I can't do that. Place my shots. Don't reach. Whoop. Whoop. Whoop.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Both of these fighters love to let their hands go. I wouldn't be surprised if each one of them throw over 1,000 punches tonight.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're
Body
going to get
shots.
punches
Straight
thrown from
left
head
hand,
to
body
body.
shot.
You can get a lot of toe-to-toe. When
To
you
the
got
body
fighters
again.
in these weight divisions, they'll stand there.
You can run all you want, bruh.
You don't need a phone box.
Not winning on Fight Hype Live. You don't lose on these. Oh, good counter right hand. Come on, man. Let's give the people a little exchanges, a little action. Straight left hand counter.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. Very
Come
close
on,
round
dog.
with
Come
10
on.
seconds
Come on.
to go.
Stay. Bang. Come on. Straight left hand counter. Straight left hand counter. Two of them. Man, he is on his goddamn mic.
The advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope that
Go for the left hook like the one against Fulmer. I would, Milton Dobie, if I was Sugar Ray. That's exactly the shot I'd be going for. They gave me that round. They got him up. He did his little shit early, but we're breaking him down already.
Here in the next round.
But he is shameless.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come
Like,
down
come on,
to
bro.
who's
Sugar
better.
Ray would never run like this from anyone, let alone
Can they
Josh
slow the
Taylor.
pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to
Boom to the body. You see it.
Because you know what you can do in the
Oh,
gym.
counter.
You can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
You guys see it? Oh, I just stepped. I almost got that hook to the body on that one.
You've heard the phrase,
Look at this-
finding a
look at this
second
clown,
hand.
Chad.
I don't think I need to tell you which one
Look
of
at
these
this clown.
fighters need to find it.
Come on, take your ass whooping like a fucking man. Instead of making us suffer through your agonizing
Very
style.
competitive round here
You're
so
gonna get
far.
whooped either way.
Let's go with
Go
that
out
uppercut.
swinging. stepping into that. That left hand to the body is money for Josh there.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where
frustrated walking into shots here and there that I shouldn't, just because I gotta chase his ass. I hate this style, man. I hate this
Then
style.
step back for just a moment.
Can't let it frustrate me.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Kill that body so you can stop walking, stop running.
The plan does not seem to be working.
I'm down 1-3, Lucius Tate. Nah, we're gonna stop him anyways. I think I got that round.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
I thought I got that
Tough
round,
last round.
but I might be wrong. We're gonna stop
make
him.
sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's gonna try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses of combat.
Ooh, caught me with that body shot. They need to do something with movement in this game. Like at some point, he has to be able to plant his feet like that, like a real fighter would have to. Then again, I mean, Karen Shukashan against Boots did do this for 12 whole rounds. So.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Oh my God,
It
dude,
could
the
be
counter
really
window.
intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Oh my God. Bitch counters.
He misses with that jab.
I'm getting countered because I gotta just chase him down like a fool. Oh my God. See, that's frustrating, Chad. We'll get to him, but I hate fighting
here.
This shit happens sometimes. Just give me a minute, chat. Just give me a minute, chat.
Missed him with that uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
That was a horrible round. I was fighting frustration.
What did you tell this guy he's got to do something different?
I got it.
Here's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work, that's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Don't mind me, I'm getting super focused.
He blocks the uppercut. Parries away the left uppercut. And he blocks the left
That's
uppercut.
right, motherfucker. Come on. That's why he don't stay in there, chat. He knows. I'm gonna eat his ass up if he wants to stay in there. You better just run for your damn life.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
He took that round. He took that round.
Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Look absolutely exhausted.
Round 7.
What? Chat. Chat. How did I not win that round, chat? Come on, chat. You saw that. That's some bullshit. We're going to have to stop him.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year.
Oh, come on. So slow with that.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power.
Oh, so slow.
Fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter. A fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know
I'm not winning that round.
Boom!
My head.
In a split second, they've let
Really?
4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters.
Oh, God, why'd I reach with that shot?
Not a lot of defense here at all. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Got him with an uppercut, but no, not
From
enough.
this moment forward, he cannot afford
This
to
time.
lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Guys, I don't know. You gotta let him come to you, big bro. I can't, brother. He won't do it. He won't do it. He will just stand there and bullshit all night. I have to get him, or this is the only way to fight him. It really is.
Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna.
I don't even see how the judges think he's winning. Like, getting walked down and killed to the body. In real boxing, he would not be winning these rounds. They wouldn't give him this round on the rounds on this
Certainly an
bullshit.
aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just get picked apart, even though they were the one pushing the tempo?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If
fight.
you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Now he's just waiting on me to throw and counter.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. He blocks the hook. This fight has a real good flow to it.
Wow. I land 3 jabs in the body and he touches him.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
Jab in the body just to keep in range, and then I can counter.
You've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Chat, have some sympathy for your boy.
That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Rob Unique says he has ring IQ. No, he doesn't. This is some bullshit. He is not working the jab and counter. Like, nah, he's counter. He's not really boxing. He actually came forward. Let's go.
Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a good counter shot. I'll give him that one.
He just misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment.
Oh, he's so slow. This is such a tough matchup, man. Trying to beat Sugar Ray Robinson with Josh Taylor.
Neither man really defending themselves.
A running Sugar Ray Robinson. There's boxing and running. This man has been running. That was a good hook to the body. So I'm reaching.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Come on. Just look for a minute.
When are we going to see a
Good
jab
body
from
shot.
these two?
See what I mean? That's what's going to happen if I stay back. Like, Ray Robinson is too fast. He'll get his shit off and get out of there. I have to literally chase him around the ring all fucking fight and just walk into counters that I know I'm going to walk into, but it's my only choice I have.
Good left hand. This round could go
And then this
either way.
game,
10 seconds to
they
go.
don't reward body punching. Like, his legs should be slowing down a little bit after all the fucking body work I put on him. And it doesn't matter. He could move just as fresh as he did this round as he did in the first round.
Every minute of this.
There's the bell for
Look, and look, they just giving him every fucking round off this bullshit. Even the rounds I've won and walked him down, landed better shots, they just gave it to him. There's a body shot, but it doesn't slow him down. He's just going to keep moving at the same fucking speed.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
You'd like to see more jabs.
See, I'm trying, you know, like I'm just running out of answers here. I'm trying to use the jab to at least get in range before I reach with power shots, but he's just going to counter it.
This would be a mismatch. You are sorely wrong. He misses with that jab.
That body work does nothing. Like, come on, man. That's 3 right there. That has to slow his feet down a little bit, and it just doesn't. They got to patch that shit, man. In real boxing, if you're using your feet all fucking fight and the guy's killing you to the body, your legs are going to move a little slower at some point. That's real life.
That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about
Look at that. I'm going to step off to the side, ate a clean body shot, right? 2 or 3 of them, but I'm fine. I'm going to just step off, keep moving. In the 10th round, like I haven't been eating 200 fucking body shots. There's 2 more. There's more body shots. It doesn't do anything. There's another body shot. But it's okay. I'll just escape out and keep running. No stamina cost. Nothing like that. If this motherfucker could have just stood there for just 2 fucking rounds, I'd beat the shit out of him. But this shit is just
What are you gonna tell him in the corner?
Russo said you're so predictable. The second you get in range, you throw. I mean, well, that's what I gotta do. It doesn't matter. There's been times I've gotten in range and just waited to counter something. Well, I'll try that. Try that a little bit more.
Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
I probably could have fought better, chat. I let frustration get to me. I just can't stand dudes that spam this style. Like, that's not boxing. And then the game gives you no fucking credit for body work.
As the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with
Man
an
should be
aggressive
slowed
fighter?
down some.
What you do is you fight.
He shouldn't be able to move around like this after 200 body shots in the 11th
Oh,
round of the fight.
It has been a back-and-forth contest so far, no doubt about it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
No. See what I mean? To the dude who said, oh, you just get in and throw every time. This is what happens if I don't throw. Nothing will fucking happen.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
See? Nothing will happen. There is no fucking answer to guys that fight like this in this game. You are gonna, if they have the longer arms, you are gonna have to walk in and eat stupid shots, and the game's not gonna give you any credit for body work, and he's gonna be floating around in the 11th and 12th round like it's the first round.
10 seconds to go.
It's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. Like, this one's gonna get away from us, man.
You know that bell. There's the bell for round 12.
Nothing you
Oh,
can
they
do.
got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Someone said I fight like Jake Paul. Jake Paul doesn't even throw body shots. See, this is the fight. If I don't just come forward and throw punches and make the fight happen, this is the fight, guys. I'm telling you.
Not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they.
I don't even think he won this fight. In real boxing, they wouldn't even score this shit for him.
You to ribbons, and they know it's a
Look
matter
at
of
this shit.
time
Look
before
at this shit, y'all.
you get desperate or the
Come on,
referee
man.
jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Come on, just fight with me for one round, bro. Just one round. Let's give the people actual boxing. Come on, man. Come on, man. Just step in for 1 second. Look, clown. This is clown shit, y'all.
Right hook.
And look, the game. Look, he's fine. The game ain't even gonna.
This round. Blocks the left uppercut.
The game doesn't care.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab?
Well, this
from
was
these
frustrating.
two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
That was frustrating.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there,
That
one
shit
is
was
down
fucking
there, but you know what?
I'm never
The
picking
losers
Josh
have to
Taylor
learn
ever
a
again.
big hard lesson. I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. They are tripping. 188 body shots, but he's just man. That was rough. That was rough. That was rough. To the losers camp. That was rough. Chat, I feel like I gotta redeem myself maybe with one more fight. I feel like I gotta redeem myself. Yeah. First loss ever on a FightHype live stream, but I knew it. I knew it. Oh, that style, bro. Oh, that style is murder. That's not boxing. And they get this game, they gotta patch that shit, man. If you're eating 200 body shots and moving excessively around the ring in real life, them legs are going to get heavy in the second half of the fight. Ask Caleb Plant. Ask Caleb Plant against Canelo and against David Benavidez. But goddamn, that was torture. All right, I'm going to be Bud Crawford and end the night with a dub. I got to get my head right. Yeah. Christian Garcia, you need more training. No, they need to patch the game. No, that's called taking advantage of exploits. That's... Nah. He didn't really box. Man fucking ran. I'm not an idiot. I cover boxing for a living. I know the difference between literally running. Let's see. Yeah, 119, 109 is insane. Exactly, Nino Brown. Like, what are they watching? Like, it's okay. Put on a helmet going into your next fight. Yeah, man, I'm not feeling that. Stop making excuses. I know, I mean, that's what real fighters do. They make excuses after they lose. All great fighters make excuses after they lose because you believe that that man's not better than you. So of course I'm making excuses. That shit was annoying. I did pick Josh Taylor. I did. And he would never beat Sugar Ray Robinson in a million years. But that dude fought disgracefully, man. Ugh, that shit hurt. Strap your helmet up. I don't get the reference. Is it reference to me having what you think is a fucked up haircut? Or you're saying retards wear helmets? Which one? Sean, I put you on. What are you doing? I thought you were elite. I am elite, man. They tripping, man. This game is... If I lose, it's the two things. It's the people who fight the way that guy just fought, or it's the people who throw 1,200 punches with Canelo, whose career high is 620. Basically, I'm just keeping it real. It's people who abuse some kind of exploit. I never lose to someone actually trying to play the game like it's a boxing match, but it is what it is, man. I got to deal with the runners. If I had a guy with longer arms and a longer jab, I probably could have dealt with the length and the guy staying on the outside, constantly moving. But I had Josh Taylor. That didn't help. All right, let's try welterweight. I'm being Sugar Ray Robinson, goddammit. So I don't have to put up with that. He used Sugar's attributes on that game, stick and move. Did you watch Sugar Ray Robinson? You know Sugar Ray Robinson is one of the greatest. He's a boxer puncher. Sugar Ray Robinson was a boxer puncher. Even Floyd Mayweather and Pernell Whitaker, they did their they would land hard power shots, stay in range. Sometimes Floyd would fight off the ropes. He'd pivot off. He'd use the shoulder roll and counter off the ropes. Keep his feet planted. Nobody does that for all. Muhammad Ali would pick his spots to fight off the ropes, would pick his spots where he'd plant his feet and land the right hand and shoot. Everyone at some point, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Muhammad Ali, has to plant their feet and actually box at some point. It's not, no one's going to win a fight doing that shit. Devin Haney against Kambosos. Yeah, he moved a lot, stuck the jab in his face, but he also nailed him with a lot of hard right hands and body shots. And yeah, anyways, let's go. Let's get this done. Let's go. Floyd stayed in front of Canelo for various points of their fight.
To start this
Ali would stay in front of Foreman and Frazier.
Alongside me.
All right, let's go outright, chat. I'm the Sugar Ray Robinson on the right. We can't leave on an L.
It's time for the tail
Let's
of
hope.
Sugar Ray under the bright lights here for.
Oh man, we got people in the chat having glee over my first L. That's okay. All right, chat. Oh, he quit.
So there you
God
have
damn it,
it. It is
he quit.
official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what?
Sugar Ray
Great
looked so
shout.
good.
I
Angelo
look
Dundee
forward
said he
to
looked
fight
good.
number 2.
He was floating. Man, Sugar Ray would knock you out with the left hook at some point, man. Sugar Ray, he would fight behind the jab. He was the perfect boxer puncher. He hit you with the jab, step over to his left a lot, move over, and then he'd pick his spots to explode with combinations. That was his game. Beautiful jab and rhythm. Bang, bang. Bing, bing. Stepping over, bing, bing. Working the levels with the jab. And then you knew the explosion was coming at some point. So, all right, let's get, yeah, dude quit right away, so we got to get another opponent. Here we go. Who do I think would win? Pacquiao versus Crawford in their prime? Oof. I'll give it, the Pacquiao that fought Miguel Cotto and De La Hoya and Ricky Hatton, that late 2000s Pacquiao, I'll give the edge to him. The Alex Ariza Pacquiao, I'll give an edge to him.
Welcome inside the Grand
but that would have been a great fight.
To me is
and
Johnny
easily
Nelson.
could have seen Crawford winning that fight too, because you look at how much counterpunching gave Pacquiao fits with Marquez, and he's a great counterpuncher too. So he may have beaten Pacquiao. It's a tough style for Pacquiao, but I'd give the edge to Pacquiao at the very peak of his powers, the Alex Ariza Pacquiao.
Here we go.
Oh, come on, buddy. Let's give the people a fight. Oh, come on, chat. Okay, he's ready. He's ready. Let's go. All right, chat. We got a willing participant. Let's go. Let's do our thug thizzle. We're on the right-hand side.
And this with that jab. Great counter right hand.
Check hook.
When you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go.
We're gonna style on the chat. Hold on. We got a guy that'll actually.
Nice counter shot. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
God, I've got to give it to the promoter to pick this place. Every ticket is like golden. You cannot get these tickets. So if you are in this venue, you are watching this fight, trust me, we're looking to be sat here.
Oh, come on, brother.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
This guy don't feel like a chat. Yep, he quit.
You can tell he's stronger.
No mas.
That is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what?
This is not fight night, right, Sean? No, I do my thing.
To fight number 2.
Yeah, that was a sloppy half round. I had to take a minute. He quit. That's another. That's technically a dub. All right. Man, let's get someone to actually settle down and play us. Call it a night, Lucius Tate. This is the last one, Lucius Tate. This is the last one. That totally is Sugar Ray Robinson. That looks just like Sugar Ray Robinson. Reva Fussball, man. I gotta get you in this game. Put hands on you. You Sweet Pea? Krishna, Sweet Pea's not in the early access just yet. Not in the early access. Hey, Sean, do you respect Azuma Nelson? Yeah, absolutely. Azuma Nelson had a 10-year period, I think, from 82 to like 91, where he was champion from featherweight to lightweight, won the title at 26, at 30, at 35, and he only lost in his prime in a 10-year span in 82 to Salvador Sanchez, and in 91, I think, to Pernell Whitaker. And in between those two losses, he ran through 126 to 135 and was champion at all 3 weight classes. I definitely think Azuma Nelson is a great fighter. Yeah, so big respect for Azuma Nelson. So, let me see here. Come on, let me get this. That's just unsettling me seeing Michael McKinson and Sugar Ray Robinson. You guys saw the excuses of a great fighter tonight, man. That's how the great ones react. They start making excuses. Use Roy? Yeah, I will use Roy. That's a good call. That's a good call. We'll use Roy. So we technically got 2 dubs, but they were both rage quits. Those don't count. Where's Everlast in this game? I don't know. I don't see Grant in the game either. When the game comes out, bro, I'll look you up, no doubt. All love, bro. Just jokes, but I will hand you the L. Yeah, Reva, you had me a little hot during the fight. I'm like, man, they roasted me in the chat. This man won't stay, like, this man is so frustrating. Then certain rounds I thought we were taking on the scorecards early in the fight, they just didn't give it to you. And so it was a snowball effect. But let's definitely play when it's on console, man. Krishna Wainwright says, my dad fought David Tua. Google it. Oh, did he? Man, your dad is a brave man. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with the prime David Tua. No, sir. He's one of the great punchers ever. Not one of the great heavyweights ever, obviously, but one of the great punchers ever. What do I think about Dick Tiger? Undersized guy who was great. Was short for his weight class, but got busy. One of the old school greats in Dick Tiger. Haven't watched his fights in a while, but I do recall him being, you know, a guy much shorter than a lot of his opponents and beating them. All right, let's try this, Roy. We keep getting rage quits. Good, we got a quick fight. No one can run forever and not plant feet. Yeah, that's just not boxing. Like, I'm not crying over a more skilled guy countering me, outboxing me. That is what it is, but that's not what he was doing. He had a bad haircut in the left hook. Hey, as one guy with a bad haircut, I agree.
Trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to
what do I think of Terry Norris? I fucking love Terry Norris. One of the most explosive and fun, talented fighters of all time. Was a little chinny, a little bit of a glass cannon in that he had this incredible hand speed and offense. But if you got to that chin, you could knock him out. But I thought Terry Norris is sensational and easily one of the greatest 154 pounders in boxing history. All right, let's get busy, guys. Let's get busy. Reva, I'm going to try and close the show right, man. I'm going to try and win you back over with this performance with Roy. Now I got the long arm guy, so I can chill a little bit on the outside, do my thing. Man, even with a Canelo, they run from me, chat.
Just a moment. Punch, counter punch.
Boop.
We welcome you to this
Come on, Canelo.
Theater.
Come fight like Canelo.
Has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two
Come
fighters.
on, bruh.
We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
God, I love theatres for all these reasons.
Boom.
You can hear everybody
Boom.
in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo.
Come on, Canelo.
You're that fighter coming in, and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere.
Straight right hand, straight right hand, straight right hand.
I can't believe we're only
Counter hook.
through the round.
Straight right hand. Straight right hand.
Shot.
Left hook. Come on, Canelo. Just take the L. You can't beat Roy Jones.
And he just misses with that jab.
Come on, man. Boom. Straight right hand counter. I'm going to taunt you to make you come forward.
They're not going to let this one go to the judges. Perfect counter lands. Left counter punch will score.
Come on, Canelo.
Perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Catch and shoot off that hook. The jab right there. Easy first round. Easy first round.
Well, there was no doubt about
This dude ain't fighting. Reva fussball. They all wind up running from me, bruh. Eric Baker, that's right. Range control. It's easy to control range when I got the taller guy. You know, that's what was tough about being Josh Taylor, too. Not only was he running and constantly staying out of range, I had a short arm, 140-pounder chasing around a middleweight. with long arms and faster hands. That was just a nightmare. This is so much funner being Roy Jones against Canelo.
He blocks the uppercut.
Come on, Canelo. Whop! Whop! Whop!
Nice
Whop!
job
Whop!
landing with that right hand counter.
Little dance. Whop! Whop!
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets hit.
Oh, that hand speed of Roy Jones.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Oh, with the 1-2-3.
Fighters landing in these exchanges.
Come on, I'm gonna hook off the jab, guys.
Miss with that jab.
Oh, just off. You guys see what I was going for.
Got out of the way of that right hook.
Whoa.
Counter punching for both these athletes.
Selling out on that left hook a little bit.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Come on, catch it, Roy. Catch and shoot.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last.
Boom,
Great
there it
counter
is.
right hand there. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the
There we
place
go.
in this one.
We'll step off with the jab.
Was almost a 10-8
Canelo about to KO you. Stay outside. No.
Without a doubt.
We got this. Thank God. This ain't Josh Taylor against Sugar Ray Robinson. We're good. We're comfortable here. Do I think Richard Comey retired? No, I don't think so. No. I don't think he retired. Roy has that post-Harvard chin.
There's the bell to start round 3. There's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Oh.
Exchange punches. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory.
He's fighting
That's
very
the mentality he
conservative.
has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
I love Roy's animations.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch. And a counter left. Contest.
Oh, the uppercut.
He threw the hook, didn't land. Left counter scores. That left lands.
Trying to sneak a quick little uppercut in there. Here comes the hook. Bop.
And he misses with that jab.
I do that little taunt just to keep him coming in.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
Ooh! Styling on him now. Let's go.
It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what
Let's
they
go.
have in store for us in the next one.
Hey, Reba Fussball, am I winning you over a little bit better against this guy?
Here we go in round 4.
3 zips, easy work.
The first big shot. Coming off that fantastic
I'm never
last
picking Josh
round.
Taylor ever
Let's see if he
again
can keep his
on
momentum
the
going.
stream. Unless he beats T.O. If he beats T.O., I will finish the round by round next week with Josh Taylor. Oh, good counter right hand over my jab. Good job.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine.
Bam! Get out of here with
an
that.
average man.
He parries that left jab away.
Ugly. My bad, chat. Let me tighten up the stance.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Got me back. Not as clean a round by me this round. Oh, he's hurt to the body. I think he's a little hurt.
They lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power.
Yep.
That can strike.
I think I hurt him to the body, chat.
So one who draws first blood. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with
Come on. Oh, that should have entered a stun state. I'm doing it again, but I'm going back to that body. He's ready to go.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
He's ready to go next round, chat. He's ready to go. Use the reach. I would. I know. Use the get out of the pocket.
Because if they haven't, there's going to be absolutely.
Nah, because we got him. I'm comfortable in there. He doesn't got nothing for me in the pocket. He don't got nothing. I don't mind taking a couple shots. Let's get him out of here.
If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hand down.
Boom, boom.
Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
There ain't no way he's going to keep taking that shit. Come on.
He misses with the left uppercut.
Throw something. Throw something.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can work through anything that lands.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they
hit something,
you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect it, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Oh.
The courage on display here is incredible.
Oh! Try that again.
Step back for just a moment.
Let me try the Virgil. I'm gonna try the Virgil Hunter chat or the Virgil Hill. I'm gonna try the Virgil Hill. Look to the left,
you know the
to the right.
Are gonna be all over the place in this one.
I tried it. All right, no more of that. No more of that.
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw
dominance without a doubt. Make look so easy.
Stop trying to bang, Krishna. Eat his lunch from range, and the fight would have been over. All right. I'll keep the range. I'll keep him on the end of the jab for the combinations this round. I'll do that. I'll keep him on the end of the jab. I won't just go crazy with the body shots. I'll keep him on the end of the jab and pick some shots with the combos here. Boston's, are you still undefeated? I'm undefeated on ranked. I stopped playing ranked because of what you saw earlier tonight. The dude, you can beat me if you spam 1,200 punches or if you're just on your bike all fight long. You might be able to pull something out against me, but if you try to actually do anything resembling boxing,
last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Now this guy sucks. Like I'm not fighting someone that good right now. So I don't. This isn't real boxing.
This fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed,
a little bit of ugly action
take you out
there.
with a simple jab. It can be
Try to keep
intimidating.
it clean.
Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There we go. There we go.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way.
Or as Calvin Ford would say, suck at ass jabs.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
I feel like we should have heard him already.
Both men step back for just a moment.
Just let him shoot that off.
Win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
Come on, he should be ready to go. Come on,
score with that uppercut.
He should be ready to
this
go.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
I know Canelo's tough, but come on now.
I promise you, all three judges here.
What do I think of the nickname Sugar Shakur? Nah.
You can't leave it up to
Not
the
catchy
judges.
enough.
It's up to you as a fighter, and a tournament's got to put a firecracker.
My nickname is even worse though. It's not a nickname, but I used to call him Sure Thing Shakur because I knew coming out of the Olympics, it was a sure thing that he was gonna become a top pound for pound elite fighter. But that's not a good nickname either.
Here we go. It's round
How would
7.
Nassim Ahmed versus Emmanuel Augustus have been?
Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
I mean, just two different levels of fighters. I love Emmanuel Augustus, and I know Floyd said that was actually one of his toughest fights, but would have been fun to watch. A lot of awkward antics. I think Hamed would have knocked him out. They're the same size, but they won.
Blocks that jab.
Get off me. Get off me. Okay. You want to stand in there? Let's go. Boom. Go ahead.
Finding a second
I like
win.
it in the
I don't
kitchen.
think I need to tell you
Boom.
which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do?
Boom.
They've got to concentrate.
Catch and shoot all day.
Because you know what you can do in the gym.
Boom.
You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Oh, that punch.
Catch and shoot hook coming. It's coming. He knows it's coming too, that's why he's not throwing. I'll stay in this phone booth all day.
This is with that jab.
Oh, oops. Just as I say that. Counter hook.
Back to life now. Starting to land some punches.
Counter hook.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Oh, through the center. Oh, good head movement there on that last one.
Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Who do I have as my number one guy at lightweight if they all fight each other? I have Shakur. I don't know, man. It's hard. I give a slight edge to Tank right now because he's at his absolute prime at 28, and Haney and Stevenson are still coming into their primes. Stevenson's a little older than Devin. I think he's a little closer to his prime than Devin is. I don't think Devin's real prime is going to be as a lightweight. I think it's going to be as a 140 and 147. Tank's in his prime right now. Like he's pretty much the finished product.
We enter the 8th
So
round.
timing would
There's
favor
no
Tank
doubt
right
about
now.
who won that
He's
last round.
more
Let's see what he
finished
has
than
for
the
us
other
here in
guys,
the next one.
but those other guys are a little younger than him, and in Haney's case, bigger than him too. So that answer could change a year from now.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will.
Let's just get a big counter shot off.
Be a lot harder.
I don't know how we haven't hurt Canelo already. That's another thing too. Some of these dudes, they download hacks into the game that gives them unlimited stamina, or you can't hurt them, shit like that. Because it's on PC, and you know you can download mods on a PC. You can't do that shit on a PS5 or an Xbox, but cheating is a lot more prevalent on PC gaming. Oh, look at him. A little spring up jab. I see you.
He misses with that jab. Both fighters landing in these exchanges.
Come on, do that
Judges
catch
gonna
and
have a
shoot
tough
counter
job.
game that
In
gives
the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Jab, straight right hand. Straight right hand to the body, jab. Two piece to the body, jab. Straight right, oh he slipped it. Two piece to the body,
Both men step back for just a moment.
two piece to the body, jab, jab. Uppercut, left hook. Two piece to the body.
Either man really defending themselves.
Left hook.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Jab, 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 jab. Straight right hand to the body. Jab. Come on.
After what
Let's
we
go.
saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has
That's
the
not
advantage.
Roy's game attribute. Yeah, I got you. No, the game's not whack, Reva. It's actually, I actually still prefer it over Fight Night. It's just they gotta patch a couple things that people can exploit that make it less of the boxing sim that it's supposed to be.
He just missed with that left jab.
Damn, how's he eating all the counters?
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare.
Oh,
If you are not fit, that is the worst
Ah.
place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Boom, counter uppercut. Come on. Give me something, game.
To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out.
Boop. Oh, they didn't give me that? I'm going to
Just
counter
as
something
quickly as the
clean.
action
Here we go.
slows down and heats back up.
Come on. Counter. Counter, counter.
Still waiting for this fighter to show.
Isn't it getting a little suspicious that we haven't stunned Canelo yet, chat? Like this guy might have put a... Come on, look, there, fine, yes, yes, just as I said it. The counter left hook puts him down. There we go. There we go. This is not Soul Blade. Damn, you said Soul Blade, Reva. You didn't even say Soul Calibur. You said Soul Blade. My man hit us with the Soul Blade reference. All right, we're going to take him out this round.
Here comes the 10th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there jumping him, do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they want to shake your leg. And that's it. Away.
This is some nice work, though. This is some nice work we're getting in.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Hard, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Alright, that step around shot. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. There, finally. Go to
Looks
sleep.
like a flash knockdown here. Let's see
Go
if
to
he can
sleep.
get
He
back
took a
to
lot
his
of
feet.
shots,
The
man.
referee has started the count here. I don't know. Not looking good. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Pitbull beats Tank with a full camp? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think Pitbull beats Tank with a full camp. Tank beat him with one hand down the stretch of their fight. So it's whatever narrative you want to spin it with. You could be like, well, Tank beat him with one hand down the stretch of the fight. Well, Pitbull almost beat him without a full camp. We'll see, because I think that is the fight we're going to get next, is Tank and Pitbull.
Unlucky to miss with that jab.
I feel like in this last couple rounds, we've settled down and done some nice, clean work on him, though.
Final 10 seconds here. It's probably a round he'd rather forget.
There we go.
What a huge momentum swing that's going to
Oh,
be.
Pitbull beats Haney with a full camp.
at
Oh,
the
okay.
octagon.
It's an interesting style matchup for Haney. It is, because Haney's not very good. Well, Haney's gotten better on the inside. He showed improvement on the inside exchanging with Lomachenko. He held his own in those exchanges in mid to close range where Lomachenko, has the edge there. But, yeah, it'd be interesting how he deals with that pressure. I think Haney would still find a way to win that fight, but he could be very uncomfortable against
I'd be
Pitbull.
very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle. He's got to
Come on, give me something to counter. Give me something to counter. Give me something to counter. Give me some counter.
That jab won't score. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Power. That power might be the do or die. That
Boom,
power
boom,
might
boom.
be the equalizer.
Boom, 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 boom. BAM! Oh, I thought that was the one.
Hold everything! There it is!
What do we finish him with?
What do we finish him with? Both fighters
I didn't feel like it was time to finish him
It
yet.
appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. Rolled the dice. What
There
a
we go.
shot that put him down. Trying to
There
make
we
it
go.
up before 10, but take all the time you can. 2, 3.
DeAndre C said Roy would have been a horrible, horrible matchup for Canelo. Yeah, absolutely. Canelo, despite all the success he's had at 168 and 160, he's still a 5'8", 5'9" guy. And Canelo's an all-time great, but I wouldn't have picked him to beat great middleweights. Like, he's not beating Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, James Toney, Sugar Ray Robinson. He's not beating those guys. Those guys are too tall and got too much for him at 5'9". And he has his own deceptive speed and explosiveness, Canelo. He is fast and explosive, but those guys' speed and length would have been too much. But we get the dub. We get the knockout, 102 counter shots. Beat the hell out of that guy. And we get to close. Get to close with the winner's cam. Hold up. Close with the winner's cam. So, chat, for me and my horrible new haircut, thanks everyone who joined tonight. We still had about 200 people rocking. Sadly lost my first fight ever on Undisputed on FightHype Live, but it was very difficult. I got my excuses. Like all fighters after a loss, I got a million excuses if you want to hear them. But thank you everybody for joining us today. Joining us tonight. I'll be probably doing a tape study of Tio and Taylor heading into that fight. I do favor Teofimo to win that fight. Styles make fights, and Taylor, though he does have a good jab and he's tall, doesn't use that height a lot of times. He's a tough Scotsman who likes to bring the fight and bring the combinations And I could see him having success against T.O., maybe even ahead of the cards, but him walking into the counterpuncher at some point if he's the Josh Taylor he normally is. But if he's a little smarter, if he fights a little bit more like he did against Ramirez, using that range more and that two, the two is the straight left hand for him, and not so much relying on stepping into range and banging away, then maybe he wins that fight like he's actually favored to. But I favor Lopez, and I'll break down why before fight night. I'll be doing a live round by round for that fight. I'll be doing a live round by round for Adrian Broner against Bill Hutchinson on Friday night. So thank you guys, everybody who had to sit through that agonizing loss and hear all my complaining. But we did close on a win on Undisputed. And most importantly, let's close with the most important thing, which was Claressa Shields. She wins 10 rounds of zip. And I think that for the criticisms about this girl doesn't get knockouts, I think that two things are happening that are hurting her ability to close the show and get stoppages. And that's, number one, these girls early in the fight, when they're outclassed, are the hand speed, even if they're not getting hurt, the hand speed is starting to handcuff them as the fight goes on. And they're not exchanging as much because they know Claressa can get off 2 or 3 to 1. And she moves her head. So they begin to not throw as much, which gives her less opportunities to really land those fight-changing punches. And then, although Savannah Marshall took her best and never stopped coming, there no excuses for the Savannah Marshall. She just held up to her best. But so these girls are getting a little defensive halfway through, if not sooner. And then she gets inconsistent on her form on her right hand. She starts winging it over the top, when she really has more success throwing it straight and sharp down the pipe. And these girls start playing keep away, and she starts reaching with that right hand, getting a little sloppy with it, because she hurts these girls early in fight. If you watch all of Claressa's fights, she usually 90% of the time hurts these girls early in the fight, and then she starts loading up, and so it's a combination of things that are leading to shutouts instead of knockouts. But that being said, she's the best fighter in the world and has been pretty much from Jump Street when she came into women's boxing after medaling in the Olympics. People have always said it's her and Katie Taylor, but I've always just thought it's her alone. And now she stands alone after Taylor lost that fight. The best fight out there for her is Shadeja Green. That'd be a hell of a fight. So I hope everybody had a good time on the live today. And thank you, everyone, as always, for holding it down here on Fight Hype Live. The haircut will look better by next week's round by round, I promise you. Everyone have a great rest of the weekend, and God bless. See you later.